Hello, everyone. This is Erica with Aurora Heart Healing, and today I am going to talk about practicing presence, the inner work. This is a book by Matt and Ash, the yoga couple. And if you've watched my videos, if you know who I am, you know I'm a little bit obsessed with them because they do YouTube videos, they do TikToks. They actually teach others how to interact in a relationship with patience and love and understanding. And their level of presence is something that I hope to have in my future relationship one day when that happens. So it's a really beautiful thing. This is actually just a message. I was sitting here trying to figure out what I am supposed to give you today, what messages. And I just kept going back to this book. So I muscle tested for page 91, and I'm going to write these down because I literally um, I just went through and found it. So we're going to do inner work. And of course, I'm going to put all of this information in the description, page number 91. And we're going to be practicing presence. Gratitude to invoke presence. Evoke presence. The most powerful attitude and outlook on life is gratitude. In the state of gratitude, there can be no suffering. There is no lack nor fear. There are no limitations nor enemies. Gratitude sees all with perfect trust and acceptance, and it takes in the glory of the moment through being present with what is. Presence can be reached at will if we decide to simply take moments throughout our day to shift our inner narrative to one of gratitude and humility. This is most easily done by dropping deeply into the current moment and taking in all the overlooked beautiful details of life. One of the things when I am doing meditation, I was just asked this recently, and it was, when you are meditating, are you trying to expand? And I personally actually don't try to expand. I have a lot of expansion through my intuition. What I try to do is I try to ground into myself, because we can think that, and that. And as a mom, I'm constantly thinking, oh, I need to pick them up from this. I need to do this. I need to sign up for this. I need to need. Well, when I meditate, which I have done exponentially more, which I'm very grateful for, the circumstances that happened in my life have led me up to becoming kind of a meditation warrior. Like every day, I have to meditate at least 30 minutes to an hour, depending on the circumstances, what I'm going through, what I'm experiencing, and all of the jumbles of life. But what I do when I am meditating is I'm not going out there. I am fully embodying myself more in here. And I sit and I say, what is it that you're feeling in this moment? Where are you going? Sometimes I just shut off, which is really fun too. But bringing myself into the present moment is helping me bring my body and my mind and my heart into alignment. And what I've seen is a lot of people, they meditate to escape. And escaping means I am not currently satisfied with my situation, with my life, with everything that I'm doing. So they're trying to escape. Well, what happens when we're trying to escape? Can we be grateful for what we have if we're escaping it all the time? Not really. Not really. So this is a meditation for presence. Meditation is simply sitting with the intention of watching the mind. I really love that because a lot of people, they like want you to completely completely clear the mind, nothing's going on. I know that that's a point of frustration for a lot of the people that come to my sound baths is that they say, this is too hard because I'm supposed to shut my mind off. And I always invite them to just say, just be. If you have a thought, go with it. If you don't, go with it. Whatever it is specific to you. Watching the mind. It is a great tool to develop acknowledgement of awareness and to access states of presence. We simply practice the self-reflection exercises we did before, gradually extending the time we can sit and watch the mind and withdraw from attachment to it. Instead of attaching to thoughts as mine, we observe them impersonally, a thought of shame arising, a feeling of fear coming up. It all just is. Nothing to do, nothing to change, nothing to figure out, just observe. We become the sky and stop identifying with the temporary passing clouds, in a sense. Thoughts are only discernible if they move in a field of non-thought. The background of the mind is therefore the silence of the field of consciousness itself. And if you're like me, I feel like it's a little confusing sometimes when people say monumental things like thoughts are only discernible if they move in a field of non-thought. But to me, to simplify it to the easiest way that I see it as is I look at my thoughts. And yesterday I was doing a deep meditation. I had woken up at 12 o'clock at night and I was having a hard time falling asleep. So I got up and I said, okay, well, I've tried just going back to sleep. It's not working. I'm going to try to meditate for a little while. So I meditated and I meditated on love. I meditated on accepting and embracing who I am as a person and finding safety within myself. So as I was meditating, I found that I was just engulfed in feeling and not so engulfed in thought. So the feelings were very peaceful, very loving, very caring, very nurturing to myself. And the thoughts were kind of running in the background because there would be a thought of, well, this happened in your life, so you're not worthy of this kind of love. I love you anyway for thinking that, and I don't have to create that as a belief. Or you did this wrong, and this is why you're in this situation. Thank you, no thank you. I appreciate the thought. I honor what you're thinking, but this feeling that I have here within me, this embodiment of who I am overrides that thought because I've cleared that field. I understand. I see the thought and then I connect with my feelings because the thought, it's kind of up here. We don't even know where they really come from. The feelings are coming directly from our bodies. It's coming directly from the experience that we have in the present moment. Presence. Because if we ruminate on what happened, what has happened, what we're frustrated with, what we're resentful for, whatever the case may be, ruminating on that, what does that do to us? It causes us to move out of the present moment. There's a lot of times where I think of, okay, this action is going to affect the future. Right now, let's say for my children, right now, I am teaching them how to be treated as a woman by others. anybody that is a parent, you are actually teaching your children how they will be treated in their future. And when I do that, I say, this type of behavior to me is unacceptable. This is my boundary. And I want someone to match me. They need to come correct and match me because am I loving? And they'll usually say yes, or maybe they get frustrated with me as well, but they still say yes. Well, here in this moment that I'm teaching you, if I was thinking of anything else but who you are right now and how I can help pour into you, then maybe we would let that moment pass us by and we wouldn't be in that moment. If my daughter comes home to me and she's crying or she's upset or she's frustrated, either of them, I allow myself to be present in the moment and allow ourselves to be able to really enjoy what we are doing. And today, I think that the main message is to be present, not only with ourselves, but with others as well. And doing meditations, not to just expand, but to actually ground in, to make peace with our own bodies, to make peace with our minds, to make peace with who we are inside, those sneaky little thoughts that come out, understanding them and acknowledging and then loving them still. All of those bring presence into our life. And when you are present in the moment, then you can see the beauty of it, the love, the laughter, the enjoyment. This morning, I was driving and I saw the pink tips of the mountains as the sun was coming up. And that beautiful glow, that golden glow with that pink hue, I was presently in awe of that moment because it was beautiful. And I got to share it with my kids. Whatever it is that brings you into the present moment, a lot of us, when we're living outside of that present moment, we destroy what we have because we're not thinking about, wow, this is something that maybe I've prayed for. Maybe if we're not ready to have what we are given, we'd probably sabotage it or destroy it. And I was reading something about how when we are chasing after other things and not really thinking about this is what makes me happy or this is what I want in this moment, then a lot of people will destroy what they have already had within themselves. So I hope that this helps. Today I'm cutting it a little short because I have a client, but thank you. I am so honored, as always, to have met with all of you. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend. And I love you all. And remember to work on your inner peace and be present.